Hey crafty peeps, thanks for stopping by to my channel. So today is the first week of our YouTube hop, and this is hosted by Tiffany, who is crafting like a boss here on YouTube. And she got a group of us together, and we decided to do this hop. And the first week is shake shake shakers. So I want to show you some of the things that I use for shakers. I was planning to do a tutorial, but then I thought about it. I said most people have an idea about how shakers are made, but if anyone out there needs any help or need a tutorial, I'll be more than happy to do so. So far as dies, you can use dies that have a part to where you can cut it out of foam or layer with paper. Some people prefer to do either or. This is the die set I use for my project, but I prefer to use this foam, and you get this from Hobby Lobby. It's $1.99, but it's a big sheet, 12 by 18. This is just a little piece left, and sometimes you can catch it on sale, but I love it because of the dimension. It's what, 5 millimeters thick, and you would think this would be hard to cut through your dies. No, it cuts like butter every time. And it'll flatten a little bit, but then it'll puff, it'll go back to its shape. So, but this is the die set I'm using today, and throughout my projects for the house. It's a lemon themed going with, because I used this particular paper, and this is the Simple Stories. I was trying to think of the name. Yeah, and it's called Simple Vintage Lemon Twist. This is just one of the sheets that comes with it. And it came out, I believe, a couple years ago, if not last year, maybe the year before. But these are just some of the sheets, and it has yellows, and it has like a bee theme as well. And I use this sheet, and then I love this sheet. This is one of my favorite, actually. And I thought I had more when I pulled this out to use, but it's going to work. And here's some of the stickers, because I love the colors. It has black and white and yellow and a pop of green. So I love that. So that's the paper I'm using throughout my throughout these weeks for the house. And each week will come on at 9 a.m. Eastern to show what project we come up with. So again, this week is shakers, and I'll list below of what each week will contain. And so far as the shaker bits, it's all types of things you could use. So here's some clay pieces I've used those before, and again, these are just some sequins in the Harbor Freight box. Use some of those. I've also used these diamond dots, and Hobby Lobby had these clearanced out, so I picked up some of those as well. And I've used gem pieces, and that's the thing I like about using that foam, because it allows you to put some things that have a dimension. I've also used seed beads as well in my shakers. So let me show you some of the ones I created. So here's a few. And I made these before. I made the sequin mix. Let me show you my sequin mix here. And I just have it mixed up in this bowl. But what I try to do, I try to grab the colors that are in the paper pad that I'll be using. And as you can see, I even have some Hishi beads in there. So I think anything goes. If it'll fit, use it. So, but these are some shakers I had, I made ahead of time. But I think actually I'm going to make some others, using some of these colors. And as you can see, the foam pops out. And I love it because it gives the room that you need for the shaking part. So let me show you another thing I made. And this will be what I'll use throughout for my project. So this this box or this book here, I was in a swap recently, a Trapper Keeper swap, and this was when I made. This was when I made it first, and this one was actually too big for that project, so I still had it. So I said, well, let's use it for this. So I decorated it with the paper, and you can see the paper. And here's one of the shakers I made. I added a butterfly. These are cut aparts from the paper, and I just added some tulle that has a little sparkle in it. I used that tulle to make a shaker on the back of the book, and I used tulle for this. And this is another way you can make a shaker. And actually what you do, you take your paper and you fold the tulle around it on 3 sides, fill it, and then you fold it on the last part, and then you can glue it down. So I made a shaker here, and then I made a shaker on the flap. I didn't want to put one here because I'm not sure as to how I'm going to close this. I may have to do some adjustments. So I'm thinking I'm going to use Velcro, or I may add magnets or something inside, change this up. But as you can see, that's the inside with the bee themed, and I think this came out really cute. So that's my project today. And if anyone has any questions about how anything was made, or again, if you want me to show a tutorial or go through some steps on how I make shakers, I'm more than happy to. But I'm sure you're going to get some inspiration from all the ladies that are participating. Be sure you go to their channels and give them support, and make sure you are commenting and liking everyone's video, because you never know, hint hint, maybe a giveaway at the end of the hop. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.